Hello everybody. So I had somebody request a video on a 1965 Ford Falcon 4-door around the trunk, raise the trunk lid and the gutter that goes around the trunk lid. He's wanting the trunk lid and the gutter. And I've got some of these over here that I've had for many years, probably since back in the later 80s. And way back a long time ago, people was telling me, oh, you ought to crush these old 4-door cars and get them out of here. They're never going to be worth anything. Well, I refuse to. And I am getting people from all over looking for parts for these things anymore. This one was a 66, I believe. But this one is a 65, exactly what he's looking for. Like I said, this car's been here probably since the later 80s, early 90s. Well, let's go back here and take a look. Wade through these briars here. See if we can get back here and just see what kind of condition the trunk lid and the gutter is around the trunk lid. Trunk lid looks good from the outside. Looks really good. Get this off of it here. See if we can get a better look at it. It is latched. So, on the previous video, I showed you guys a trick about how I open these trunk lids up if I don't have a screwdriver or anything with me. And again, I'm over here without a screwdriver. But let's look in here at the motor. Let's get this dipstick out of here and we'll open the trunk. Dipsticks work great to open the trunk with. Let me get back here behind it. We'll get in here. We can find a slot for it to go in. There we go. Raise the trunk lid with the dipstick. Matter of fact, it's right on full oil. Let me put this dipstick back first thing. So I can see where it goes without raising the hood up here. Yes. With the dipstick back in it. Sometimes you got to raise the hood. This one we didn't have because it's already kinked up, and these hood hinges get stiff over the years if you don't keep them lubricated. And somebody was over here one day and raised this hood up, tried to close it back just for pushing down the front, and they kinked the hood right there. So therefore the hood kicked the hood here as well. That's why it's still sitting in this position. Sometimes people will mess up more stuff than they're doing good. I mean, they raised the hood to look at the motor and then went to close the hood, and instead of pushing down on the hood hinges, they just pulled down real hard on the hood and ruined the hood. But anyway, let's back to the trunk here. But sometimes, that's what I started saying, sometimes you got to raise the hood in order to raise the trunk to get the dipstick. Dipstick. And this trunk lid, other than old paint flaking on, it was a pretty color right there back in its day. But other than the paint flaking off, this seems to be a real solid, nice trunk lid. And this is the gutter he was talking about. And it is full of crap. Here's no stick. We'll take the stick and dig some of this stuff out of here. See if we can actually see what it looks like here. Hopefully, it is still in decent condition. But yes, people told me many years ago, crush this old 4-door stuff. Get it out of here. It's never going to be worth anything. And like I said, now all this many years later that I didn't crush it, I still got it. And people's looking for it left and right. And this seems to be in pretty decent condition all up here still. I'm kind of impressed how solid it is there. And then once we get around to the bottom where the trunk latches, it does have rust around here. But as my understanding goes, he just needs to come over on the quarter panel here somewhere and cut it. And he's wanting to come up through here, I think, off both sides. And if this will work for him, this old car will end up putting another car back on the road by using the pieces off of this one. He's got one, I guess he's restoring, and his is really eat out around in here. And this one seems to be in really good condition. We'll go ahead and get all of that out of here while we're getting it out, just to keep it from rusting out. I don't think he needs it up in here, but I'm not positive, but it's in good shape there too. It's all in good shape except for back here along the back. Like I said, this is a 65 Falcon 4-door. And if you guys is wondering if the trunk bottom is all rusted out, it's not. The trunk bottom actually looks pretty good. What's going on here is the trunk bottom itself in these are actually the top of the gas tank. You can see the holes right here. That's where the gas tank bolts in. The gas tank itself goes right here. The gas neck comes through right here in the back, curves down, goes right in the tank. Matter of fact, the gas neck is laying right here. So it would bolt up here like so, run right into the gas tank right there. So just because you raise the trunk and there's a big hole there, does not mean the trunk's rusted out. The Falcon and the Mustang was that way, and probably other vehicles as well, but just right off the top of my head, I can think of Falcon and Mustang. The trunk bottom itself was actually the top of the gas tank. So hopefully he will see this video here, give me a holler back, let me know what he wants to do on it. But I think it is sensational to have these parts that these people are looking for. And I have had this, like I said, for many, many, many years, and be able to help somebody out with them here now. That trunk lid feels sensational. Might as well give you a view of the interior of the car while I'm here. This one was an automatic, still got the shifter laying in the seat. I see the transmission through the shifter hole is still in it as well. Even the keys are in it. And the instrument cluster on these really remind me of the 64 and 65, 64 and a half and 65 Mustang. They was really similar. But this car had factory been a stick shift, because it's got a clutch pedal and a brake pedal. So the car was factory stick, I'm assuming, and then somebody went and put an automatic in it. But the reason the instrument cluster resembles a Mustang so much is, to my understanding, they built the Falcon, and the Falcon just didn't really sell real good. It wasn't selling like what they wanted. So they come up with the idea of the Mustang. And the Mustang is built on the Falcon chassis. And then the Mustang really, really sold. But the Falcon and Mustang does have a little history together there. I just thought I'd do you guys that video. I'll come back real soon, do you guys another video. Hope everybody's having a sensational day. And like I said, I'll be back real soon, guys.